Greetings once again, this is Brother Teacher. I guess I can consider this video a public announcement of sorts because it is something that concerns me as a person, as a parent of children and grandchildren as well, and just a general concern for those that are out there in the public also. And that's concerning specifically a beverage that parents have a tendency to purchase in the stores. As it relates to our children, we buy a lot of sugary beverages such as Capri Suns, the little Huggy Juices, and the little box drinks and so forth. I mean, there's just so many out there nowadays. And unfortunately, a lot of them are not good for our children, nor us for that matter. And in this particular instance, I'm referring to one drink that I have purchased for years for my children. I've even bought them for my own store that I used to own. And here lately, or recently I should say, I purchased the drink that I used to carry in my store and buy for my children, but I don't buy them very often because of the sugar content. But the sugar content was not an issue this particular time. What was an issue was artificial sugar. I don't know if many of you who have watched my video in time past were privy to some of the videos that I have put out about artificial sweeteners being cancerous or carcinogenic, if you will. But there's a lot of cancer-causing agents in a lot of the processed foods that we consume every day. And I'm here to show you one today. This juice here is a twist top. And you just spin the top off of here. I'm going to turn the top now. You just yank it off, and then your child can drink it or whoever. But for the most part, it's promoted to children. And in this particular case, this drink is called Mondo, M-O-N-D-O. And it's been on the market for a while. But the thing that came to my attention one day was that I brought some home and I handed them out to my children. And I tasted one and I instantly detected that it had an aftertaste or a bitter aftertaste. Now, because of my experience and how long I've been around and how long I've been eating holistically and so forth, I found that out instantly and I knew what it was. So I went on and gave the drink to the kids, and I began to take another sample of the drink, and I said, this tastes like Sweet and Low, or one of those types of sweeteners. So I went to the package and I looked at the package, and the package did not mention any of the sweeteners or artificial sweeteners, that is, that I'm familiar with, but it did contain something called saccharose, S-A-C-R-O-S-E. Now, I know that sucrose is regular white sugar or refined white sugar. So I looked it up. And did you not know that saccharose is a name that's used by the company that makes Splenda? S-P-L-E-N-D-A. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have said this in time past and I'm saying it to you again. And those who have never heard it before, let this be your first time. Splenda, NutraSweet, and Equal, those top three, and there's some other ones, are carcinogenic. It means that they cause cancer. They are not good for us. They are not good for human consumption. There have been many studies, there have been many experiments made on rats and mice and other animals, and over a period of time, those animals died of cancer as a result of consuming those ingredients that I just mentioned to you, those artificial sweeteners. Now, I told my mother about this a long time ago, and she weaned herself away from those things because those were the artificial sweeteners that her doctor recommended to her over regular table sugar. But I'm telling you today, a lot of times you will find that these food companies, these grocery companies, these food manufacturers, that is more specifically, because they know that a lot of people are becoming more health conscious, they either omit certain ingredients from their products. In other words, they don't list them, or they will replace those ingredients with another name, which makes you have to go and do a little bit more research. So, for example, if Splenda was one of the ingredients in a product, and they knew people were trying to avoid Splenda, as they did in this particular product here, the Mondo, they replaced the name Splenda with saccharose, which is the same exact thing. So that's a tactic used by the food industry so that they can continue to make or rake in the billions of dollars every year annually at the expense of American people's health. They really don't care. It's all about the bottom line. It's all about filling their pockets. Again, this drink is called Mondo, Mondo. Now, Kool-Aid has a similar product with a twist top. I have not investigated that, but please do your own due diligence and read the ingredients. Ever so often, they will change the ingredients. They will add or take something away. They will mislead us, or attempt to do that anyway, by changing the wording and so forth, and make us think that the drinks are okay, or the products in general. So this is my public announcement to you today about the drink called Mondo. Please don't feed these drinks to your children. Try to give them something more healthy in terms of a 100% fruit juice, and avoid pop and all of those other things that contain a whole lot of sugar. Now, let me backtrack a little bit. I did say I purchased some for my children. I don't want you to think that I'm a hypocrite. I don't do this on a regular basis. That was an exception when I did it that particular day. We drink a lot of smoothies every single day. They're vegetable smoothies, and they are fruit smoothies. And we also use chlorella, spirulina, and moringa, and various other natural herbs in our drinks. And we drink 100% fruit juice, and we drink fresh water that's been purified. We don't drink regular tap water, just so you know. So if you have any questions pertaining to this subject or this video, please leave a message or comment in the comment section below, and I will be sure to get back with you. And in the meantime, live healthy, live long. So long.